Hello everybody, Forest Montes here. Finally, after a long time, I had some issues with my camera, so I did some changes and let's go straight to this video. I believe it was in about half of this year, I saw a new cold steel machete, the Axis, which this video is about. That's this one. I believe this is only the cold steel machete with a sawback. I'm not sure 100%, but I believe it's like that. But when I saw this one, I said, something looks familiar to me. And I said, okay, I got a Garber Gator Machete. You remember I made a video for the original, the long version. But they got also the junior version, the short one. And sorry, I'll try to put it out. And that's this one. Wow. Wow. What do you say, guys? When I saw this cold steel machete, I said, what the, is it real? And probably, yes. So I said, okay, I'm gonna buy it. I won't tease you with this. They came in the box. So the Garber machete came in this. One side the machete, one side the sheath for it, and the same with the cold steel Axis machete. I won't talk about this one that much, only the difference is you can find some info on the cold steel, which I like really, and you can find really minor information. Okay, let's find like this one, you got a sheet to it and that, but you got it here, blade material, high carbon steel, handle material, gator grip, and integrated saw. That's what they said here. That's all details here. On the other hand, what they add here, not on the other, is how you should work with this lashing attached to the end of the handle. But we go to that very soon. So, very close. The retail price, I bought it about a month ago. Retail price in the US is about 35 US dollars. I bought them about 40 US dollars each here in my country. So, as a machete, of course, much more expensive than the Tramontinas, but for me they are very cheap because, you know, when I buy a knife, these are actually nothing. Both of them came with some tip cover. Firstly, I think these are the same, but these are not the same. Okay, let's go to the straight point. I give you some details because that's very important. So the Axis, I will do this home review for both of them, of course. So the Axis machete is short one and kind of light. It depends. So blade length, they said, is 11 inches and 1/10 of an inch, so 25.2 centimeters. Yeah, it is like that. Overall length is 18 inches and 4/5 of an inch. To be honest, I didn't recount that, so it's about 47 centimeters overall length of this one. High carbon steel, that's, I believe I saw somewhere, this is 1055, I believe so, if not more. So I tried to find on the Garber page, of course, for the Garber, and on the cold steel. To be honest, I even didn't find this machete on the original cold steel page yesterday. So I'm not sure how this one works. We got like a cold steel web page in our country, and there is the machete. So I don't know, maybe I just wrong, but I added the Axis into the searcher. Didn't find anything on the cold steel web page, so I don't understand actually. So it's a brand new product. Okay, nothing here. It's hollow grounded, that's important, like the Garber Gator actually, and the original too. Weight of this machete is 14.4 ounces or 434 grams. 434 grams, which reminds me this, and I go to this a little bit later, to this cold steel, Tops .170 machete, which is, I believe, in very close length. Let's, at the real edge, the cutting edge is okay. This cold steel is slightly longer, but if I put, okay, where should I start? So somewhere here, okay, where these handle scales ends. So then the cold steel is about inch longer. Okay, maybe 1.5 inch longer, and the handle is somewhere there too. So, but for me, these are very, very close, because about the weight, these are very close weight. This is only 10 grams as a new one lighter, so less than half ounce lighter. So for me, very close, because this is thicker also, 3 millimeters, and this we can go this 1.007, I believe, of an inch, actually 1.9 millimeters, 1.9 millimeters, and let me check it out where it is. It was the same. Yep, yeah, 0.07 of an inch, so 1.9 millimeters, so very, very, very thin. I believe the thinnest machete I've ever seen was 1.8 millimeters, so generally this is the same thickness, but because it's short, okay, why not? Back to this machete. So high carbon, it doesn't say what the carbon steel is it and how hard it is. Handle length 7 inches and 7/10 of an inch, so close to 8 inches, which is almost 20 centimeters, somewhere about 19, 18.5 centimeters. I believe this all these, I mean, from here to here, and they call it ABS with rubber grip. ABS, I don't know what is it. Anyway, with rubber grip, yeah, that grip is kind of rubbery. There's nothing. Nylon sheath, that's important. Nylon sheath, some kind of crappy, but for the price. And what's important, two straps, and they actually work. You have to tie them a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty secure. So for the short machete, especially, okay, you got some lube here, you can add it to your belt, but to be honest, I would probably put it on the side of my backpack, and that's fine, absolutely, for that. So if that will be the cold steel, tops, so some better machete, of course, I want to have some better machete, a better sheath for it, because of course it's more high quality than 95 and these things. So just that's about me. But anyway, something like this is generally fine for that kind of machete. Then we got this lashing here. Just interesting is, for me, it's by the way, the cold steel says nothing about this one, but we can find something on the page of that, and there is something very, very interesting. So okay, you got this one. Finally, or we can use it, you know, this way, but it helps to nothing. Okay, let's start the other way. We can go this around and have a look how we end here. So nothing really. If I can do something like this one, no, this one just covers the knot, I believe. So what they recommend on the paper included with the Garber Gator, we can put it here, actually, like this one. And they said, okay, we got the cover. Yeah, like secure. I don't know what they mean by it, but I don't understand, guys. Please, let me know in the comments what does it mean for me. This is crap. For me, the most secure way will be if this will be set up for my hand, Actually, I will run over and I will finish here with the tide lashing, so something like that. Then I said, okay, now that's fine. Then it will be secure for this a little bit extended swings, chops, even this light and in a kind of short, as almost 12 inches blade. But for the wines and these green stuff, absolutely fine. But this, I don't know what's that. Okay, and what I didn't say, we got these screws. These females are built in, I would say, and we got some iron keys here, 2 actually, that's important now, so 2 of them. Well, what do we have here? The grip. Yeah, that's kind of, as I said, the rubber grip. Yeah, you feel that, but please check out how thick is this tops in the same weight, generally same weight machete. How thick is this one? How thick is this one? And to be honest, my hand is some size from the large to the medium, and I feel it a little bit more thick and with high widthness here. So I don't know. It's not bad actually, but I didn't use it. This one, I hate this when this one swings around. So they say, okay, you got, so we got generally this grip, we got this grip, and not really this one. Why? Because this pronunciation isn't, this is not that pronounced as I'd like to have it on machete. Like for example, the bird beak, like here, or my, that's why I brought here now my mostly used machete, my modification of this Ontario 12 with a sawback on it. So it's finished. I rounded the handle, everything is, it's absolutely fine. I love it. It works really. Yeah, it's been tested. I'd say it's been tested. I've tried many saplings and really the thousands chops with this, and it's great actually. So why I got it here, the length, of course, this is shorter handle, but the blade is actually longer. The real edge should be 12 inches. This is not. What I want to say by this is the thickness of the handle. By the way, the original, this is mine now, but the original was really thick and more rounded. This is all right. Okay, so, and of course, I forget, even more pronounced bird beak, absolutely great. Even for this one, but okay, this is more heavy machete for that. So this is great, absolutely secure with this one. I found it really great. I think it was a good idea to keep it this one there. So go back to this. So we got these 2 positions actually, and we go 1, or this kind of finger choil is really set for 2 fingers, at least for my fingers. So you say, okay, that's clever because you can do it here, but where is my this part of palm? It sits somewhere here. Okay. First thing is, the real edge is, for me, is too far from the guard here. So still, I got still a relatively long way where the real edge starts. Okay, how can I help myself? Like here, I got a choil here, and I kept the rest for my thumb here, so I can use it in this, like for the push cuts, something like this one, fine. Here, on the other hand, I can rest my thumb on these teeth, and to be honest, they are sharp. So yeah, I don't want to do it. Kind of weird for me. If I do it, I will left the. So I won't make this sharpening choil and just keep the edge straight to this guard if that needs to be there. Maybe it wasn't that necessary, and the edge should start somewhere here, just when this one will be continue to somewhere here, because there is lots of room, and of course because the handle is here, so it's quite comfortable for that. No something thin with sharp corners where you say, okay, it's not it's not comfortable for the index. They made it like this one. That's some kind of cons for me, because for such a light machete, a thin machete, it will be really good to use it as a knife too. Not really here. One thing, even it's dull, maybe if I really push hard, I can cut myself. Not really deep, and I really have to push, but there is kind of edge on it. You might see the silver line there. So there is an edge, and there is the hole. I don't know what for is the hole, or maybe it helps when they process these. Okay, well, I don't have any problems with that. By the way, the sawback, as I said, it's sharp. Interesting, compared to the Gerber, it goes more close to this handle, which I believe is not really the good way, especially on this machete. On the Gerber, we're gonna see the sawback is set it up like we want on the saw. So probably, and what I tried on the original Garber Gator, there is the same sawback, actually, just longer, and it works. So I guess this one works. So it's not just kind of gimmick on it. So overall, yeah, it could be fine, you know, for backpacking. You need, especially as I said, you need lots of green stuff, clear your path, you know, clear place where you wanna sleep. Not really for heavy work, especially to chop down some dried wood. Maybe you need for camping, to build something. I mean some heavy stuff where I will have no any issues with the problem to do it with this machete or even this, but this one isn't made for it. If you got some thicker blade, so you can use the sawback and, you know, the process this. Simply, it's more machete. Fine, it's fair enough because it is a machete. So why not? Something else I want to say about this one? Actually, no, I believe at the moment. Only, okay, you can see this mark. It's probably rust, and it was there already. It is not used. So that's the cold steel axis. Now the Garber Gator Jr. See that there is the sticker on it. Still, I didn't remove it. It's brand new. Well, the handle. See these two screws. That's what I said. Important, two screws. Females built in, and iron keys. It looks like same. I didn't try it, guys, but it looks like same size. Okay, I can tell you right now, as I said, if this one is on the dull side, more sharp, actually it's interesting because not many machetes are sharp here. This is more dull here and more sharp here. The Garber Gator came with this even more grinding, even more edge on it, and I'll probably cut myself if I try. It's not really sharp as hell, I would say, definitely not, but there is an edge on it. So the sawback, I'll start with this. It's same, but you can see this one looks where the handle ends and where is the sawback, and we see something like upper ricasso here. So I can rest easily my thumb here and use it in this one. And this one is actually comfortable, more comfortable. See that? But there are some other issues. So details. Real edge 24.7 centimeters, or they said about 10 inches. It says the cold steel is 5 millimeters, so 0.2 of an inch longer in blade. That's it. So these are generally the same. High carbon steel, question mark, I've got it here, I don't know what. Overall length is 18.75 of an inch, and that one was 18.4, so 18.8. That's really the same. Okay, weight of the Gerber, 14.3 ounces or 431 grams. Actually, I put this one on the scale, and it says 15.2. So almost 1 ounce heavier than they claimed on the webpage. But I don't care, to be honest, because we say 434 grams or 431 grams is not a really big deal, right? 3 grams, or even, okay, if that will be the real, I didn't try to actually put the quantity on that. I believe so. No, I've tried. So that was really, the quantity was 434 grams, but this one was heavier, about 20 grams. So it's slightly heavier, maybe because the handle, because it seems to be a little bit harder material. Okay, sheet weight, oh, I didn't say that before. So sheet weight is 3 ounces exactly, or 84 grams on the Garber Gator. By the way, the sheath, like on the original, and you got just this Velcro, and that's it. You got the loop here. It's very similar like on the old one, but I don't like it, this one, because thanks to this, how this one is built, it's really special with this. It's really, feel okay. It's there now. When you pull this one out, the sawback can destroy this back of this, so you have to squeeze it, and then it works. But well, I'm really worried to destroy this one. So the sheath, definitely I like this one more, even it's garbage, both of them. These are garbage, both, but I like this one, the cold steel. Why? Because you got the 2 snaps, 2 secures, and this is more practical in my eyes. Okay, go back to this Garber Gator. Hollow grind, high carbon, as I said. We got the difference, this kind of, I don't know, drop point, if I can say that. It's not here, but it is on the longer version too. Okay, now we've got this one here. I don't know, when I saw it on the picture, I don't know what shall I think about this one. This, or even here, this, see the pronunciation, pronounced handle for pronunciation, this one. So I grab it here. Yeah, it's comfortable. So for chopping, absolutely. So if I think about these two, like about chopping tool only, then that's probably all right. But as I said, it is thin, so I really think about these to use them as a knife or a carving tool generally, not really do, I want to some bushcrafty stuff, I mean to carve a spoon with this one or something like that. But for the easy things, of course, absolutely. This is more sharper. So when I grab this one, as I said, this is fine. The ramp here for the thumb is all right. This is all right, but this one, see how this one digs into my palm. So, and it's kind of weird, really. Ooh, what's that? I don't understand what the fuck it means. Yeah. For that, this one you can rest your index, and yeah, it gives you something, but I don't know. It's just not even for my full index. Yeah, I'm rolling down here. Not really much, but it is like that. This is they were the Gerber grip or something like that, they said. Yeah, something like Gerber grip or something like that they call it. So the texture on this one is different. Yeah, it's fine, absolutely. It's again kind of rubber feeling, and of course we've got this lashing. Interesting thing, you won't believe me. Have a look on the cordage, on the cover of the knot there, and how long they actually are. Same with the sawback. Okay, as I said, this one ends more close. This is the cold steel. On the cold steel, the sawback ends more towards the handle. Okay, it's longer, so you can use longer pull. This one not, but you can rest your thumb here. this way. Now, another difference could be, is it the sawback same or not? So I give you an answer. I hope you're gonna see that. I'll try to catch it. I hope you see that. Yes, probably now you see that. It is same. The depth of these, the angle, everything seems to be the same. So my general question is it a coincidence only? I don't know. I don't know what is the who is the owner of the Gerber. If like the cold steel owner is now the GSM Outdoors, right? Am I right? So I don't know if this one is the same problem of the Gerber company. So problem, okay, is the condition of the Gerber company, because seems to me somebody just talk, I mean, from the cold steel, because the Garber Gator is old machine, is known. Somebody just talk the pattern and say, okay, what we change? We don't want to see the really same. So let's not drop the point here. What do we have here? So we got a different handle. They got the long ricasso here. So what do we do? So we got a long choil here. Okay, so then we can make a little bit longer this one, the sawback. Have a look for the thickness and general shape of those handles. You see that there's a palm swell. I move it. So, and then, so there's a palm swell on each of these. Thickness is very close. This one is slightly thicker here, the cold steel. High carbon steel, unknown. Hollow grinded, unknown. Even the length of the grinding seems to be very similar. So guys, what do you think? Are these, so generally, okay, is this new cold steel machete, Axis Machete, generally a copy, only a pre-made copy or a little bit changed copy of this older Garber Machete, Garber Gator Machete Jr. actually? For me, yes. I don't know if it's just, as I said, coincidence, but I don't think so, because there's so many similarities, so many. Even those details with the sawback, the design, you know, the depth of the teeth, thickness 1.9 millimeter, 1.9 millimeter hollow grinded, everything is same. By the way, of course, I'm gonna test these two. Of course, I won't expect something special from them because of the length, weight, and thickness. Actually, I like the more thicker machetes. But as I said, I like them. I've tried it. I want to try them. Just, you know, to add them into my workshop and these things. They could be handy for some tools or even some trips where you got a knife more as a splitter, like let's say, not really Tracker T1 or some other trackers, because they are heavy, maybe too much heavy. I mean, if you got something like this one, so because of course you can count more weight. But let's say T3 tracker with something 5 millimeters, or my what I like, the Tops Helion Elite. So simply done some blades, 5.5, sorry, 6 millimeters thickness, which is about 0.2 of an inch. Standard blade 16, 17, 18 centimeters, so 6.5, 7 inches, somewhere like that, which you can do for kind of harder batoning and these things. And the machete really stays as a machete, and if this will prove yourself, and I believe it will for that what it is, you don't have to bring your, let's say, silky. Even I believe the silky is much better saw, absolutely. But my silky, I got the new one, the bushcraft series, or the, oh sorry, they call it the Outback, I believe, the longer one, 24 centimeters blade, which is similar like this one. Weighs about 280 grams, and this one, as I said, weight 430 grams, so it's just 150 grams more. And I got a machete for that. Okay, so maybe I can do it. I can swap them, and of course, only in the situation where I don't really solve so many things. I mean, I won't solve so many things with this. So that's what I see, and I will test them out, as I said. So tell me what you think about these two. As I said, these were really questioned from the very first time I've seen them. So we're gonna see in the test, and I believe they're gonna perform very, very close. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Bye.